Hello, I'm Hayden Bloomfield and welcome to this week's Vlog My Mind. So this week, start off with a very exciting announcement. The podcast is coming back. So my podcast, Benevolent Business, is coming back with a bang this year. So stay tuned for updates on that. I very much look forward to it. Yeah, with bringing this back, I've been debating for months now, weeks, whatever. I've been endlessly thinking, I want to bring it back, need to find a way to do it. Not sure, do I follow the same direction? Do I move it into a different direction? I come up with varying different ideas, but after analysing, assessing what those ideas are, what the pros, the cons, what the benefits would be, what really fits in with my intrinsic values, I finally come to the conclusion of how I can bring it back and do so effectively, efficiently, with a burst of energy for the great content, great conversations that will be helpful to you, anyone that's watching, and hopefully a load of people you can recommend it to as well. Secondly, biggest frustration I've had with this week is the Fed. So in America, the Fed has announced released their minutes from the December meeting, which has sparked a lot of panic in the stock market. So I spent the whole entirety of December stuck in 2 trades, paying overnight fees, racking up to £680 in total, with no income from trading in December. And so got out of that, a bit nervous, and definitely nervous moving forward in trading again, and got trading. Now I'm stuck in 2 trades again because the Fed has sent the entire stock market plummeting down. So we'll recover soon, hopefully. But there is a lot of uncertainty and a lot of panic, a lot of emotion in the stock market at the moment, which, however, does open up a lot of buying opportunities for long-term positions. So if Tesla dips enough, just hope I have some money. I listened to a phenomenal interview with Bartlett, who has become a dragon on Dragon's Den. If you didn't watch that, give it a watch. It was brilliant. He made his first investment on Dragon's Den, which is just really astonishing to see his career go from something I remember I heard of Stephen Bartlett first when he featured on the Secret Leaders podcast, and just that was a phenomenal conversation. He'd achieved so much by then, and this was 5-6 years ago. He'd already achieved so many accolades and just led an incredible life. At that point, he could have stopped and been like, I'm successful, I can relax. But he didn't. He has built an even more phenomenal career now, and it's still only just getting started as he's in his late 20s. In addition to that, I also watched his interview on Link Up TV, which, if you haven't, give it a watch, because it is phenomenal as well. Just so much depth and deep, open honesty around. Finally learned about why he left his exit from Social Chain, but also one key takeaway I took from that, which has given me such a strong goal for 2022 in terms of what I was debating, what my goals are, and how I want to move forward. And just one thing to focus on more than anything for me is just building a network, building a community, one so much stronger than what I've already got in existence at the moment. Just being able to do anything, if you want to move forward in life, having people around you that you can call on to support you, to help you, and that you can bring up with you. If you've got a vision to build a business, you need people for that. A strong point that Stephen made in his interview was for any company, when you start, your key criteria, doesn't matter what industry you're in, you are a recruitment agent. You are there to find great people to bring on board and do exceptional work for you, with you in this company. Which is a great point. It's something that I really need to learn more on. And this is exactly why I want to bring the podcast back. It's all around building a community, learning from my mistakes, facing them head on, where I went wrong, which is daunting and exciting at the same time. And it's because, recruitment, I don't know, I could blame my industry, I could blame my business, the structure of it, but ultimately it comes down to, as the person, if you're able to recruit, inspire, motivate, and bring those people on board, draw them in, and get them to stick, retain them for a career, and build a business with them, which is something I really struggled with. So I really look forward to building up my knowledge in this sector and hopefully becoming much more of a people person in the future. We'll find out. Because as well, in addition to that, having a community and the people is leverage and the ability to, for example, if building this YouTube channel, when you've got 25 subscribers and 5 to 100 people watching your videos, probably not even watching to the end, you've got no reach there, you've got no way of impacting anyone. Whereas if you stick to it, longevity, consistency, reliability in making sure you do upload, then, and as well giving value, do that for long enough time, you'll have an audience of tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, maybe even millions. But do that and suddenly you're able to impact so much more and leverage from that in terms of Selflessly, if you come up with great ideas or discover great knowledge, you can share that with so many more people. And selfishly, I don't know how many like successful YouTubers can release merch and suddenly they have a more successful clothing brand than someone that's worked on building a clothing brand from scratch for the last 10 years. It's just astounding and astonishing. And one key part, pointing back to the Stephen Bartlett interview he mentioned in Link Up TV, because where I knew a fair amount about social channel and how it started, one thing I did not realise was the power they had on social. I knew that they'd built the business around finding individuals that built up these really successful social pages, but Stephen delved into the power they had on Twitter, especially, that they could make any topic the trending topic for the nation within 30 minutes or less. The entire country. Not take the phrase talk of the town, talk of the country within 30 minutes or less. And that's where they really started working with some big companies to get their new releases, products, merchandise, whatever it is, services, to be the talk of the country. That's more power than the news, than the headlines. To be able to have that on Twitter. Imagine the power of what you can do with that. And, well, great power comes great responsibility. But just the key I want to extrapolate from this is just the power in that community and that leverage. Being able to, if you've got something to share, the amount of voices listening there that can then go on and discuss even further. The leverage there and the ripple effect of how that can grow and expand is phenomenal. And my key points I wanted to run through this week. It's been I just find like I'm getting more and more excited every day of all the things I want to learn. I feel like my life is really tying into really following passions, being able to do the things I love every day. Yes, there's things that I don't enjoy about parts of what I do for my day, but that's life as it goes, and I will gradually change that over time and just find ways to follow more and more of my passions regardless, and build a very fulfilling life. It's very exciting. So stay tuned. Hopefully you look forward to Benevolent Business, the podcast coming back. I do. Till then, if you have been watching any videos, please make sure to subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, please do, and bring along 10,000 friends with you to subscribe as well. That'd be great. Hit a like, drop a nice comment. Till next time.